Oh, there we go. Is that the new one? Yeah, that's the new one. Here we go. All right, we're good. Good.
All set?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to the premiere live stream for Breaking Sounds. I'm Mustafa, I'm your host. Each week we'll have a new musical artist performing live for you right here on YouTube. This week we have Delaney from The Voice. You've heard her sing, she's amazing, and I cannot wait for you to see her set today. She'll be starting with Bow and Arrow, which is out now, so go download that. Well, not right now, stay for the show, and then go download that. But then she'll be finishing up with her new song, Do It For Me, which will be available in the next couple weeks. Meanwhile, as you're watching the stream, please send us some questions. Send us your review of the stream. Send us anything. We would just love to hear from you. So, before I go on for too long, because I know I can talk forever, let's bring in Delaney and her accompanist, Gray.
When you let me go, I was set back. We were a toss-up, aimless, off track, and now I'm on my own. And I'm still breathing, 'cause every dead end has its reasons. And now I've got a fire, and heartbreak was a lighter. Yeah, I still feel a sting, 'cause you used to mean everything, and you pulled me to my worst days. Rock bottom was a clean slate, where I carved my name. Thought you'd catch me falling, but I'm flying. Drew me back, but now I strike like lightning. Let it all fall to fire. I aim to shoot high. Oh, watch me soar just like a bow and arrow, 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 arrow. Thought for my whole life you were the answer, and I played your fool, jumped your hoops like your dancer. It's so overdue, but I got my freedom, hearing my own voice, and finally I believe her. I used to get tongue-tied, I couldn't speak my mind, but above all the talk I sing, 'cause my heart is worth echoing. And I got through my worst days. Rock bottom is a blank page, and I got it framed. Thought you'd catch me falling, but I'm flying. Drew me back, but now I strike like lightning. Let it all fall to fire. I'll aim to shoot high. Oh, watch me soar just like a bow and arrow, 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 like an arrow, arrow, arrow. When you let me go, I was set back. We were a toss-up, aimless, off track. Thought you'd catch me falling, but I'm flying. Drew me back, but now I strike like lightning. Let it all fall to fire. I aim to shoot high. Oh, watch me soar just like a bow and arrow, 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 like an arrow, 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 like an arrow, arrow, Thanks. Again, that was Bow and Arrow. It's out everywhere, so please listen to it. And then the next song we're going to do is called Access. It's the title track to my first EP, which is also out everywhere, so check it out. haven't quite decided if we're jumping in, if we're really doing this. And I haven't quite committed, 'cause there's so much more to this for me. I'm not sure I want you to see it. Oh, it's not that I don't want to. Oh, it's not that I don't want you. So know how much it takes to give you the power to make my heart break. And oh, I'm so afraid you'll turn out just like the rest once I give you the access. Oh, no. And this isn't the first time we've been around this block, running with this ticking time bomb. And I wanna take my time to take the plunge, 'cause I can't give it all to just anyone. And oh, it's not that I don't want to. Oh, it's not that I don't want you. Just know how much it takes to give you the power to make my heart break. Oh, and I'm so afraid you'll turn out just like the rest once I give you the access. Yeah, I'm trying, baby. Oh no, you gotta know I'm on my way. Yeah, yeah. So know how much it takes to give you the power to make my heart break. Oh, and I'm so afraid you'll turn out just like the rest once I give you the access. Oh, no. Once I give you the access. Yeah, thank you. And then the next song we prepared is also off that same EP. The EP is called Access, but this is called Could Have Been a Love Song. Yeah. When you go and steal my bones, just say it won't be worse than it has to be. Yeah, I may crumble, but I'll keep going. Just say it won't feel worse than it has to feel, so I can deal. Yeah, I'll adapt by numbing up. But if I'm asked, I'll say we could have held the world right inside our arms, just two people on the earth. And this could have been a love song. We could have won the race, but we burnt out fast and strong, brilliant that erase. And this could have been a love song. So when you go, my soul revolts. Doors slam closed and years will be passing things and unsteady. My heart cold heavy, I'll be ready. Our deadline was coming so I can deal. Yeah, I'll adapt by numbing up. But if I'm asked, I'll say we could have held the world right inside our arms. Just two people on the earth. And this could have been a love song. We could have won the race, but we burnt out fast and strong. Brilliant that erase. And this could have been a love song. Oh, yeah. No, I won't break. Don't treat me fragile. Can't you see that I've got battle scars and I am made strong as asphalt, and I have sown my barely beaten heart so I can deal. Yeah, I'll adapt by numbing up. But if I'm asked, I'll say we could have held the world right inside our arms. Just two people on the earth, yeah. And this could have been a love song. We could have won the race, but we burnt out fast and strong. Brilliant that erased. And this could have been, we could have been holding the world right inside our arms. Just two people on the earth, yeah. And this could have been a love song. We could have won the race, but we burnt out fast and strong. Brilliant that erased. And this could have been a love song, yeah. Yeah, this could have been a love song. Yeah, this could have been a love song.
Yeah, thank you. Cool. So we prepared two more. We got time for two more, right?
Oh, sure.
Cool. Okay, so the next song is actually unreleased. I don't know when it's going to be released, but hopefully at some point. It's called Close. I've been bubbling over with thoughts about why you're not here at home, just like you said you'd be the last time you were sober. At least I know where my name is on your list of priorities. And we've been hanging in the balance longer than it ever should have happened, because I searched to see the best in you, but I don't know who you are. Conceal your truth by acting hard. Puff up your chest, say now you wanna be close, like we could have been in the satin sheets that I bought for our bed. I tossed and turned in every weekend, spent too much time alone thinking. So close, like we could have slept, but you're so Hollywood on clubbing with your friends. I'm not the type to get suspicious, but you would never let me meet them. So close. Oh. Been ignoring all my texts. when I just thought that we had plans, denying my own man would turn to ghost. But I guess you got the message, yeah. Woke up hungover in her bed and came home to your things packed up to go. We've been hanging in the balance longer than it ever should have happened, because I searched to see the best in you, but I don't know who you are. Can see your truth but acting hard, yeah. Puff up your chest, say now you wanna be close, like we could have been in the satin sheets that I bought for our bed. I toss and turned in every weekend, spent too much time alone thinking. So close, like we could have slept, but you're so Hollywood on clubbing with your friends. I'm not the type to get suspicious, but you wouldn't let me meet them. So close, like we could have been in the satin sheets that I bought for our bed. Tossed and turned in every weekend, spent too much time alone thinking. So close, like we could have slept, but you're so Hollywood or clubbing with your friends. I'm not the type to get suspicious, but you wouldn't let me meet them. So close.
Thank you. All right, yeah, we have one more. It's called Do It For Me. I've never performed it before. I literally just brought it to Gray like yesterday. We threw it together, so I'm really excited to sing it for you guys. But I finally realized all the time that I wasted, waiting on you, praying for you to make all those changes. How can a love make me jaded? I'm not pointing at you, but at some point the truth can't remain blameless. I told myself we'd turn out fine, it's just a couple fights, so just turn off the lights and sleep on it. Come on and sleep on it. You told me that our bed was for two, but it wasn't for me. Was it ever for me? I always threw my heart in for you, but would you do it for me? I'll do it for me. 'Cause I'm tired of being second string, tired of being everything, tired of expecting things. I'll do it for me, yeah. So I'll do it for me. I'm finally seeing all the scars that it gave me when I bent over backwards to pick up your slack and ended up breaking. Oh, bet you didn't even know that was happening. So hell-bent on intentions, don't realize your actions are the things that affect me. Oh, told myself we'd turn out fine, it's just a couple fights, so just turn off the lights and sleep on it. Come on and sleep on it. Told me that our bed was for two, but it wasn't for me. Was it ever for me? I always threw my heart in for you, but would you do it for me? Would you do it for me? Ooh. I'm tired of being second string, tired of being everything, tired of expecting things. So I'll do it for me. I'll do it for me. I'll do it for me. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. Wow, I'm just like, huh? I can hear your virtual applause, but you could also comment and share the video and subscribe to the channel. That would really let us feel the love. So please do so. We would love to hear from you. We're getting your questions on YouTube, and we're just setting up for an interview with Delaney right now. So we're going to move on from the musical part of the show and start to get into all of the psychological issues. Being a musician, that's
I'm so excited.
It's true. But should we shift up here or? Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep talking until we can set up Delaney. It is a live show, so this is how it works. I'm distracting you. Have you commented yet? Have you liked the show? Have you subscribed? We hope so. It is our premiere episode of Breaking Sounds. We will be bringing you a new live performance every week, so we hope you're tuning in. And look at that. It looks like we can now segue over to our interview section. OMG, that was so great.
Thank you.
So we all saw you on The Voice, of course. Maybe we could start there with just your experience being on the show and all of that.
Yeah, it was kind of a whirlwind. I still can't believe it happened a little bit. I'd auditioned for the show a few times before, and I'd gotten called back, and it never really went anywhere. So I absolutely was not expecting it to go as far as it did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, not at all. So when I ended up being halfway through the season and just having all these crazy, amazing opportunities and being in the room with these people that I never thought I'd be in the same room as Mariah Carey, unless like I was at one of her shows. So just stuff like that was really crazy.
Did you like touch her to make sure she was really
hugged
there?
her. It was so weird. And she looks exactly in person as she looks in pictures, and that just like blew my mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of processing still, to be honest. And a lot of opportunities came from that I wouldn't have had otherwise, so I'm really grateful.
Your sound is, I love the guitar. Would you describe your sound as like singer-songwriter or like more rock or?
Well, when I put music out, I generally do full productions, and it kind of has more of a pop vibe, like a current pop vibe. Because it's mostly electronic production that I use to put my music out, but then doing more intimate things like this, I like to do it like a very stripped down set, and just get really into it that way. So that's more singer-songwriter, but in general when I release stuff, it's more of a pop vein, I would say.
And that's your vibe. Did you grow up listening to like pop music, or did you have sort of a eclectic sound going on?
I definitely had an eclectic taste in music growing up, I guess. My dad listened to a lot of like Pearl Jam, Pink Floyd, Grateful Dead. That's my dad's kind of thing. And then my mom listened to a lot of Nora Jones. Growing up, so I listened to a ton of that. And then I personally was a musical theater kid, so
oh my gosh.
I was in like 30 different productions. And so I listened to a lot of musical theater, and I feel like there are influences of all of that kind of tied into what I make now.
Oh, of course.
But it's definitely eclectic.
What would you say? No, I think that's everyone pulls from all these different, not just genres, but different legacies. I mean, you can go back through, like you're saying, like Nora Jones. Like, I mean, yes, obviously she's a contemporary artist, but not someone who's like on the radio today. So you sort of pull from all those different influences.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a favorite musical that you were in?
Oh my gosh. I was in so many of them that it's really hard to pick. I was in The Wiz, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I got to be Dorothy in The Wiz. I grew up in upstate New York, not a very diverse place, but I got to be Dorothy in The Wiz, which was a great opportunity. And then I played Rizzo in my high school musical in Greece.
Yes.
And it was really nice because I really didn't have to act that much. Like it was just very similar to my normal personality, and I put a little accent on it and called it a day. But that was super fun.
I love it. So are you someone who likes to go see a live show, like a musical theater show? Do you
all the time?
Like, that's your jam?
Yeah. Well, I'm originally from upstate New York, so New York City was super, super accessible when I was growing up. So I would go down and like see Broadway shows with my mom, and I saw Lion King when I was really young, and that really sparked like a seed in me to pursue that long term. And I really did musical theater up until my sophomore year of college was the last time I did a show. So.
And is being on The Voice what brought you out here, or had you been in LA prior to the show?
It kind of happened at the same time, which was weird. So I got my audition for The Voice when I was in my senior semester of college, and I really didn't have anything else to do afterwards. So I remember sitting in class, and I was just like, kind of in my like senior year of college crisis, like trying to figure out what to do with my life.
Yeah.
And I was sitting in class, and I got a message asking me if I wanted to audition for the executives of the show, and I was like, yeah,
like,
obviously. And I had already planned to move out to LA. I had an internship out here at a publishing office, which ended up being a great opportunity, and a full-time job that I ended up leaving to be on The Voice. So it all happened at the same time. Right place, right time.
Yeah. When you're coming up with your songs, do you try to really allude to personal things, or do you sort of pull from? Yeah, I mean, I was kind of guessing.
Yeah, no, all my social media bios. This is just kind of the thing that I put in all my social media bios. I say I write and sing stuff that I would probably still say to you in person. Which like I'm a confrontational person. Like in general, like if I have an issue with somebody, I address it like in a very casual way.
Why not be blunt? I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I really want to translate that into my music as well, and so I've definitely had like clashes with people that were upset that I like wrote a song about them.
I was just gonna say, has anyone ever thought it was about them?
And it really wasn't. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I played a gig back in my hometown a few years ago, and this guy that I like kind of dated but not really, we had broken up from not dating, and he brought his entire family to my gig. He has 3 brothers and both of his parents. He brought his entire family to my gig at this bar, and so I played original songs, and he texted me after. He was like, that was such a slap in the face, and I was like, none of those were about you. Like not a single one. So that's definitely happened.
Yeah.
When I put out my last EP, my ex-boyfriend's mom called my mom, and my mom was like, I don't want to talk about it. So I mean, it happens, but like, don't piss off the songwriters in your life. Like that's all I can really say.
Exactly. Well, and I think too, like, it's a way for you to work through whatever it is that you're going through, right? I mean, that's part of the creative process. Is like you have the right to express whatever it is you're feeling. So.
Right, and usually I feel like I feel a song kind of like being born or coming out when I am just like in total crisis mode. So there's always like a little bit of joy in the fact that I'm struggling, because I'm like, at least I'm gonna get a song out of this.
The psychological damage
yes.
I was referring to earlier. It makes you a more creative person, right?
Yeah,
like
I think everybody's gotta be a little messed up, you know?
Yeah. I heard a quote the other day that said that instead of thinking about songs that make you cry, it's songs that let you cry. Do you have any songs that you just, when you're like in that state where you sort of just need to let go, are there any songs that
I have an entire playlist called Feelings.
Yeah.
So like I made that on my Spotify for whenever I'm just like, I don't know how I'm feeling, but I know I'm upset about something. I would say one that really gets me, such a nerdy musical theater moment, but I can't listen to Be a Lion from The Wiz without crying. That's a big one. And then also there's one Corinne Bailey Rae song. She's a live recording of Que Sera Sera that it's like a 13-minute long song, so it really allows for a lot of time to get it out. But it's beautiful, and it just makes me really emotional, and not always in a sad way. That's like my quarter life crisis song when I'm like panicking about the fact that I'm 22 and everything about that feels wrong. Then I listen to that song, and it helps me through it for sure.
And you've got your music going, you're releasing some new stuff in the next coming weeks.
Yeah.
Like for you, as you're looking towards, the rest of the year, what are your plans and your hopes and dreams?
I have so many plans up here, and then they all depend on my wallet right now. So making music is actually very, very expensive, and that's definitely something I'm struggling with. Like living out in LA, trying to pay my rent.
That's expensive enough.
Yes, and then So doing that and trying to put out music is hard. I'm considering crowdsourcing, like to financially support an EP because I have an EP totally written. I'm putting out a new single in a few weeks, and it's the last one that I played for this show actually, called "Do It For Me." So that'll be out. That's paid for, and then it's just a matter of getting the funds to do everything else. So I have one EP that I want to record, and then an idea for another one of just things like this that are like stripped down and intimate of projects that I've previously released, that I want to do before the end of the year. So yeah, I got a lot of plans.
You've got a lot of plans, y'all. You gotta support your artists. So as fans out there, follow, subscribe, send her some cash. You know.
Venmo me.
Yes.
Whatever's easiest for you.
Exactly. I'm gonna open it up to questions from our audience. Have we any questions that we want to throw out there? Maybe they're still coming through. Is there anything that you, as far as how people can follow you, and I know you're on Instagram and all of that. Is that where you sort of post the most content, or are you active on other social?
Yeah, I would say my social medias are all very different. They're all the same handle for everything, so it's I'm_Delaney_. And so my Instagram is definitely where I post the most content, and like I would say my Twitter is like where I'm the most myself. So there was this whole process of when I was being cast for The Voice, like I deleted my Twitter originally because we had to have like totally clean social media, and like I was very opinionated, and I just like said everything that I was thinking on my Twitter, and I like swore a lot on my Twitter, and so I just deleted it because there was really no cleaning it up. It was like freshman year Delaney, and so I've had my Twitter for like a year because it's my new Twitter, and it's censored and friendly, but also still myself.
I feel like Twitter is the place where people are like, here are all my feelings.
I used to tweet just like my entire stream of consciousness, no matter what it was. And I think I had one tweet one time that went viral, and it was kind of like controversial, and I was like, can you share my music this much?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you're gonna share this like one tweet that doesn't matter, but like buy my album. No, but I'm definitely most myself on Twitter. I'm also on Facebook. I have like my own private Facebook that I like changed my name so people wouldn't find me, and they still somehow did. So I have a lot of new cousins also. That's funny.
Oh,
like
hey, by the way.
Like, by the way, when I was home for Christmas, people came up to me. They were like, hey, I saw you on The Voice. By the way, I'm your cousin. And I was like,
oh,
nice to meet you.
Yeah, great.
Cool. But yeah, my cousins are on Facebook, and then I have like my Facebook fan page as well, and I post a lot about my gigs and my music, and it's just a really easy way to keep up with what I'm doing. So
nice.
Find it,
Yes.
please.
So has that been a big shift for you, realizing like, oh wow, people are really paying attention now? Are you mindful of the things you do, or do you post and then delete later?
Oh, well, there's sometimes that, but for the most part, I know that a lot of the fans that I gained from being on The Voice, a lot of them that I got to meet at least were like middle school age girls, and so I'm really mindful of trying to be like a positive role model for them, and not, I like just being confident in myself, and like not being afraid to like stand up for myself. And I think that's something that I'm trying to be the person that I wish I had that influence in my life when I was their age, because I was not the way I am now. And so I definitely am always mindful of that when I'm posting certain things. And like obviously, like I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or anything, so I'd be mindful of that for sure. I try not to post anything political anymore because that keeps getting ugly.
That's just a huge mistake at any time, to be honest. So.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Like a little bit on my personal Facebook, but we try not to do that. But.
That's like in person with phones off in a closed room. That's when you can talk about politics and religion. So.
Let me know.
What would you say to anyone who is an aspiring singer or performer? Are there any kind of tips you've gleaned over these last few years with your experiences?
Yeah, definitely. But I was just telling Gray yesterday, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. But there are definitely things that I've learned. I think the biggest thing that I think every every creative person that I've talked to, at least, really struggles with is the fear of doing what they want to do. I think that's a really, really big thing, because it's very, very easy to talk yourself out of doing things like this.
Yep.
Just because it's really scary, and eventually, once you just kind of decide to do it anyway, and just push through that fear, like you realize that there was really nothing to be afraid of. And so I really struggled with that for a while. Before putting out my first EP, like, I didn't play my original songs for anybody, like not even my mom. And like my mom and I are tight, like we were close, and I like wouldn't even play her my songs because I just didn't want anybody to hear those parts of me. Yeah. And then it kind of occurred to me, I think I was watching a TED Talk or something online. I really don't remember where I heard this advice, but somebody was talking about how, like, if you're given these abilities and you're given these gifts, like, it's kind of a disservice to everybody else not to use them, you know? And so that stuck with me for a while, and I've said that to a lot of my other creative friends, mostly like my writer friends. And it's just a very like vulnerable thing to put yourself out there in terms of that, especially if you're trying to do something like commercial music and like you're trying to put songs on the radio that are like about your personal experiences. Like, it's really scary. But do it anyway, because there are people that really resonate with the things that you're feeling, you know, and your feelings are valid and they're there for a reason, and there are other people that need to hear that there are people feeling that way too.
And also, like, did you find that when you just did it and kind of broke through that it actually made it easier because now you can just be authentic?
Yes. Like, it was honestly, it was all in my head, and it still is to an extent, for sure. Like, there are definitely things that I like talk myself out of, or that I shouldn't, that I should pursue, and like opportunities that I've missed because of that, and I really wish I hadn't. But it's kind of like the whole being on The Voice thing, terrifying. Oh my God, I was so scared the entire time. Like, when they kept calling me back and I kept getting through rounds and auditions and interviews and stuff, I was just like, you still want me here? Like, like, are you sure?
Like, wait.
There was a part of me that really didn't believe that I should have been there, and I wish that part of me wasn't there, because I feel like it would have gone a lot farther if I hadn't believed that. But yeah, just pushing through it is the biggest thing, but once you get to the other side of it, it's like you kind of wonder what you were afraid of, you know?
Right. That sounds amazing.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for, I mean, no, it's such great advice. I mean,
Yeah.
really, you know, everyone says, like, just be yourself, but I think that really is the hardest
very
part
hard.
of it all.
Yes, it is. It is. Being yourself is really, really difficult, and it really shouldn't be. It sounds really simple. It's not.
Because there's so much confidence that comes with it as well.
Right.
You know, when you're playing to other people, like, you're getting validation from what you think they want, but instead of when you're true to yourself and you get the same validation, it just reinforces like who you are.
Right. And I think the biggest thing for me about like going out and doing gigs and performing is like you realize that you can resonate with total strangers. You know, and I've had total strangers come up to me and just been like, that one line that you wrote in this song, like, reminded me so much of this experience in my life, and just being able to connect to people in that way has been the best part about the entire thing.
And you have a live show coming up, correct?
Yes,
At the Mint.
on Tuesday the 30th.
Yes.
On Tuesday, yeah, on April 30th. That'll be at the Mint in LA, and it's actually like my first full band gig in LA. So
the Mint is such a cute little spot. It's
I've
a really
actually never been
great.
there.
Yeah,
So
it is. So
I'm
if
really
you're
excited.
local,
Very close to you.
oh, cool.
yeah, if you're local, definitely.
It's it's pretty cheap too. I think it's like $8.
What time's your set?
My set's at 8:30. Doors are at 7:30. It's $8, 21 plus. What else do you need to know? The ticket link will be in my Instagram bio after this is over, because right now the link to this is in my Instagram bio. But yeah, I'll put it on my social media, so it's pretty easy to find.
Awesome, you guys.
Cool.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Please thank Delaney again for being
Thank
here.
Nice, thanks.
You can catch us next time. Make sure you're subscribing and supporting the show. We also do have a PayPal link up, so we would love to continue doing what we're doing here. So please share us as well. This is the live stream, but of course, as with any live stream, we'll save it and you can watch it again or share it with your friends. So until next time.